Well, hello. Some of you excited to see me. Some of you aren't. I don't give a shit. No, how are you guys doing? I'm back. And got an update. Been feeling some things out, and my original plan, or so I thought, was to do this thing called the Crippled Kitchen. Try to focus on a cooking show, because cooking is one of the things I've been the best at in my life. There's several reasons. I'm going to call an audible here, as they would say in football. Too many people are doing it. Too many people have opinions and feelings and competition, and I'm not in competition with any goddamn body. But I'm good at it. So, anyway, biggest reason is health-wise. It's not something that I can commit to do on a regular basis. And I want to have more interaction with you guys. I want to have more content to put up for you guys. I don't want to drop a video, once every month or, like, fuck, man. I want to do more than that. I've got a surgery coming up. Excuse me. That's soda or pop or soda pop or whatever you want to call it. So, I got a surgery coming up on my back. The doctors are going in. This is one of multiple surgeries they're going to have. They're doing it in 3 steps. This is on my lower back. They're going to go in, clean up some arthritis, relieve some pressure on the nerves, put a cage in where they can, because I got a degenerative bone disease, so there's not going to be as much to work with there as it would be a normal patient. But they'll give me some relief in that area. But then, like I said, there's 2 other spots in my back, and then my hips and all that fun stuff. But he wants to do it really soon too. Like, I've got like 4 fucking weeks to get everything done. Stressed. But in the process of absolutely losing my mind over that. Good things come out of some crazy shit like that sometimes, because I lost my mind. One of my better moments over that, I won't go into that, but it got me to think, got to think about things, put a lot of things in perspective. And I got to thinking about, like, I'm worried about aftercare and what I'm going to do, because probably 2 weeks tops in the extended care with nursing home after the hospital, before insurance will boot me out of that, and then I'll be at home. Can't do nothing. And I'm thinking, like, man, I won't be able to do nothing. The cooking, none of that stuff that I've been wanting to do. Well, I can talk, damn it. And before the cooking, before any of that, I've been kicking around this idea of doing my own podcast for quite a long time. I know this thing's catching on like wildfire. It's a new fad. It is what it is. But I've been wanting to do that for a couple of years now. And, I thought there was a lot more in depth into it. And there is. There's a lot more different equipment I could use. And I will get eventually. I've been looking into it now. But, I've got everything I can essentially need right now to do this. And no matter how bad my back hurts and I can't move, I can still talk, like I said. So, we're going to start doing that. And once I heal from back surgery, get up and stuff. I still do. I'm thinking a weekly recipe. Something like that. Something that I can commit to that won't be every day. Cause I just can't do that. Not even to feed my damn self. And I'm a baller cook. But I can't do it anymore. If I could, I'd still be doing it and making killer money. I wouldn't be broke all the damn time. So anyway, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna talk about what? That's a good question. Tell you want to talk about. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. A lot of things. Some controversial. I'm no longer afraid of those. I'm done with that. I'm done being afraid to voice my opinion, and I'm also done voicing my opinion and then getting caught up in shit, making an ass out of myself. I'm done with that. Hopefully, I'm done with that. I'm working on that. This will be a work in progress, But yeah, we're gonna talk about a lot of things today. Like, I don't know. I'm shooting this one completely off the hip. But I need some more structure in my life. I need to get off. I'm falling into a video game hole. And I like my video games. I don't see anything wrong with them as long as it's done in moderation. But I'm falling into a video game hole, and I'm falling into a pattern where I'm holding resentment from misplacing resentment. And I gotta get out of that shit. It stops today. That shit stops. So I'm working on that going forward. So we're gonna have sessions, bud. We're gonna smoke one. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about what's going on. We'll talk about wrestling, whatever you want to call it. Probably not as much on this one right now. I will do one very soon though, because there's a big premium live event and then another pay-per-view over the weekend. But I'm behind, so I gotta watch the other pay-per-view. I'm gonna do that today, and probably tomorrow there will be a wrestling podcast. Today we'll talk a bit of sports. I'm behind a little bit on baseball. I got to catch up a little bit on that. I know Aaron Judge of my Yankees. That's my Yankees. I'm a diehard Yankees fan, a Cincinnati Reds fan. As far as baseball goes, the Reds terrible. We won't talk about that. The Yankees, we're doing great. They're not so much anymore, but Aaron Judge is on pace to beat Roger Maris's AL home run record. On pace to beat the Yankees home run record. He is now one of 3 people with multi 50 home run seasons as a Yankee, with Mickey Mantle and Babe Ruth. That's some amazing company to be in. I'm a huge Aaron Judge fan. Happy for that. Biggest thing for me right now is football. And I got a lot going on about football. We can be on this topic for a little bit here, and I might rabbit trail a little bit off here, and I might get off the subject, or not off subject, but I might get confused and have to catch up, and because there's a lot going on, I might get riled up. I might have to stop and take a time out, and I might, I'm a little emotional over some of this because I'm very passionate about a few things in life. Because there's a few things in life that I really, really love music and sports. Uh, Things that's got me through the hard times in life. You know, when life's just shitting on me, and it's one of the things that I can lose myself in. I can lose myself in my sports and my music. No matter what life's doing, I can get, you know, that can take my mind off of it, help get through everything. You know, sports has done that for a lot, through a lot of things, for a lot of people. If you don't like him, you don't like him. You know, I get that. What I don't get is the people that don't like sports and then degrade other people that do. But those people are just, they're full of hate, and they find any way they can to want to down other people. If you have to down other people to make yourself look better, feel better, then I feel sorry for you. That's just, people are full of hate. And I was there too. I was there. I hope you get out of that. So anyway, the big thing for me is football. College, my Buckeyes. Whoo, man, I'm a Buckeyes fan. We got to play prime time on Saturday. And, you know, we get the college playoff committee, they hate the Big Ten. They hate Ohio State. They love the ACC and the SEC teams. They make them more money. They're flashier. They're whatever. So we get, you know, we're ranked number 2 start the season. And college football has been bad these last few years, over-ranking teams that don't deserve it. And I say this, and I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings because Notre Dame is a decent team, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but they were not a number 5 ranked team. They are not a top 10 team. They might be a top 15 team. Might. They've done the same thing with Oregon. Oregon, I don't believe, should have been ranked as high as they were, but it makes it look better on the teams that beat them. And I say that because my Ohio State, we did not beat them by much. It was a closer game than what I thought it was going to be. I thought that we were going to beat Notre Dame by at least 3 touchdowns, and we should have. We shot ourselves in the foot. So, yes, that defense looked good, but it did not. Ohio State fans, I urge you, don't get too wrapped up in this yet. It's tricky. Don't fall into this yet. I want it to be true too. Stroud in the offense was way off, and then, they just did wake up, just did enough to get us the win. If they wake up and put up more points, then yes, we'll be all right. But don't think that our defensive problems are all fixed because of that outing, because Notre Dame's way overranked. With that being said, because they wanted to overrank Notre Dame, we should be ranked number 1. Yes, Alabama blew out whoever they played, but whoever they played was not ranked. They should have blown them out. By their rules and or not their rules, but by what they ranked everybody, we beat a top 5 team. We should be ranked number 1 tomorrow morning. Or Wednesday morning, whenever the rankings come out. Ohio State should be ranked number 1. But I did not like what I seen out of our team. I was not worried. I'm worried. We did not look like a team that can win the national title. We looked like a team that could come in 4th. And I'm sick of that. 4th's good. That's good. That's good. That's great. For other teams, not for Ohio State. Not for us, man. I'm sick of it. I want a national title. I want another national title. So, I was happy that we won. It was stressful watching that game. But do not think that our defensive woes are fixed. I don't think they are. That defense will not hold up against a top-ranked offense with the way they played. And our offense, well, they better turn that shit around too. So, I think we're done, right? Hell no. Hell. I'm not even going into transfer portals and all that bullshit they're doing for college football. I'm using another stand for my phone. That's why it's jiggling, guys. I'm sorry. It's too late to change it now. Okay. So as I mentioned, I absolutely love sports. And my two favorite sports, baseball and football, hands down. Absolutely hands down. Some other ones could file in after that. But it's baseball, football, hands down. And I absolutely love the game of football. And I'm fucking livid with the NFL right now. Because what they're presenting is not the game of football that I love. What they're presenting, I, as a fan of football, am ashamed to represent. It was so hard this year to get ready for my fantasy football league, which is something that is so near and dear to me for several reasons. You know, a very close friend of mine, that was something that we'd done every year. And the last time I got to see him alive was at our fantasy football draft. It's something very near and dear to me. And it's something I had a hard time doing this year. Because I'm just disgusted with the NFL and how they're presenting themselves. With the athletes, we'll work our way up here, okay? We'll work our way up. With organizations getting busted for tampering. Now I know that the people and teams have been cheating in sports for as long as there's been organized sports. I know this. But when an organization like the Miami Dolphins, who for the longest time was my second favorite football team, but the team just became such a goddamn joke for so many years that it's just, meh. But they get busted tampering time and time again. Now they've hired this coach, and they say he's an ethnic coach. He may be, but man, he looks like the nerdiest white dude I've ever seen in my life. That's not a story there. That's just something funny, an observation of mine. He looks like a nerdy white dude. I'm not trying to cause a controversy and say he's not really ethnic. Just saying. He looks like a nerdy white dude. It's controversies, you know, around this team. The cheating. You know, and all the time the cheating that was happening with Tom Brady and the Patriots. And here's one thing we'll get across real quick with everybody. I despise Tom Brady. I do not recognize Tom Brady as the GOAT. I do not Tom Brady has one less Super Bowl title than whatever they say he has. The deflated gate, I don't give a shit what anybody says. You take air out of a ball, physics tells you it makes it easier to grip. He was caught cheating. He should have never been able to play in that Super Bowl. Period. I don't care when you start splitting hairs, this, that. And the reason I negate everything that he done because of the cheating, they're not going to tell me that we caught them every time they cheated. So everything that he's done is suspect to me. And that's just my opinion, and I know I'm nothing special. But that's just my outlook on Tom Brady, so we get that out there. Cheater. I hate him. Let's see, rabbit trailed, and I forgot where I was at. I had my line of things there. Think about this for a second. Okay. It worked. So, we got this happening. And then you got these players just out here like, pay this man. Pay this man. This man deserves this money. This man deserves... For fucking what? Now, I've never met Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray could be a very nice man, for all I know. Kyler Murray's stats don't say he deserves a goddamn thing. You ain't won a motherfucking thing. So don't come out here just because you're athletic and because this dude got this, say you deserve this. What happened to performance deserving, performance-based salaries? What happened to showing that you can win something before you get something? How the hell are you going to pay somebody over $100 million they won a goddamn playoff game? I don't understand that. And then for them to come out and say that, say they deserve this, and say that. You want to know the difference in eras of athletes? And a lot of people say this. We go through this shit. In my era, I'm coming up. My parents in that era, they always say, "Oh man, it was like back in this day." And I get that we got all of that, but there's a legit thing here. You go back to the athletes back in my era. You didn't hear a lot of them talking about, "I'm the greatest, I'm the best, I'm this." You heard everybody else saying that about the other people. Okay. That's the difference. That's the difference about this and this day. So this is what's started. This is a collective of what's making it very hard for me to continue to be a fan of the NFL, because I love football. I fucking love the game of football. So you got these whiny fucking kids that. And now getting these guaranteed contracts, and yes, I'm touching on it, and I'm being very careful, because that's a powder keg that could very well send me off. And I got heart problems, guys, so I'm trying to keep it. I'm easing into that. You guys know where I'm going with this, because I'm a Who Dey fan, so there's a whole nother aspect of a fuck that coming up. But so they're getting this guaranteed money. They don't even have to take a snap. You don't guarantee. God damn, man. You don't guarantee. Number one, owners. The fuck you doing guaranteeing that many years to people for? You got depreciation of skills from age. You don't know if it's going to stay healthy. There's just so much of that shit. Okay? It's too much of a question. Okay? Number two, players. The fuck you doing signing for that many years for? Yeah, that price tag might sound big right then. I'm just going to say two words right here that can prove why that's not a good idea. I'm gonna make it 3 words. Scottie fucking Pippen. Signed for big money when he signed the contract. And then a few years later, he's on the top 50 players in the NBA, and he's got 127 players or some shit like that in the NBA making more money than him. None of it makes sense. None of it on either side makes sense. Okay? So now, you got the infinite wisdom of the Cleveland fucking Browns. Which, for a few years there, I am not gonna lie, man. Those tricky sons of bitches, they almost got me. Oh. They almost got me. Dang, if they almost didn't trick me into thinking that they had turned a corner and was really, really legit about trying to build a contender and win a championship. But then they Cleveland Brown the shit out of that stuff again. And, yeah, we ain't got to worry about them. Though they Cleveland Brown the absolute shit out of it. So, since we're there, we're going to go and get into it, and I'm going to take a precautionary. Man, I hate this motherfucking Deshaun Watson. I got people saying this shit's consensual, this shit's blah, 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 blah. Now listen, if it was just a couple, 3 people, couple, 3 women, maybe I could see that. Maybe I could see them, oh yeah, they got together and they're going to try to get a cash grab out this guy. When it's over 20 women, bro, this dude had a thing. He's got a kink. Okay? And his kink was getting these massages and then making these women try to touch his penis. And that is sexual assault. So that is rape. This dude is a criminal. This dude that didn't even need to fucking be talking about how many games he was going to be suspended. They didn't need to be talking about how much money he was going to be fined. The man needed to be criminally charged. The man needs to be going to fucking prison. Again, that's just my opinion. I'm just me. I'm just some crippled douchebag sitting here in an affliction shirt that I bought at a Goodwill. But again, the Cleveland Browns take a man that has all that going on. His former team don't even have him play last year. Because all this is going on. What do the Cleveland Browns do? We'll give you, what is it, 10 years? 10 plus years, something like that. $236 million, 231 of it guaranteed. Something like that. Guaranteed. He don't have to take a snap. He don't have to do anything else now. He gets paid that now, guaranteed. Guaranteed he gets paid that money now. Several things here. They fucked the market on free agency, especially for quarterbacks. Russell Wilson signed and taking the deal he did. I'm not exactly sure the numbers, but he took like $85 million or some shit like that less. And they're amazed that he did because he didn't have to. He could have started there. Lamar Jackson will not take less than that. He's stupid. Lamar Jackson will be stupid to take a penny A absolute cent less than that. That's where everybody should start. And that's stupid money. It's stupid money. Stupid. Fucks every franchise. Fucks the market. Thanks, Cleveland. So not only did they do that, they protected a sexual predator. I won't sugarcoat it. But once again, I'm just the idiot in the thrift store affliction shirt. But I never made nobody touch my penis. But the NFL catered to that. And the NFL tried to make it look good, like we're gonna give it to this woman judge. And she gives him 6 games. 6 games, no fine. They're like, oh my God, how can this happen? Oh, whoa, it's not on us, but how could this happen? She says, you proved it. He did it. He did everything you said. This guy is a predator. He can't be allowed to schedule massages. If he has a massage, it has to be done, scheduled by the team, through the team, and be performed by a male for the rest of his career. That's predator. Okay? Yeah, he did that, but she's going to give him 6 games, and they're oh, no, that's not. We're going to take care of it now and put it in somebody else's hands. They gave him an 11 game, and to hype it up, to trump it up, they didn't say an 11 game suspension. They said an 11 game ban. Now, at this point, fuck you, NFL, because you're just insulting my intelligence. How dare you insult my intelligence? You just gave him an 11 game suspension, and you fined him $5 million. Oh my God, not $5 million. Not $5 million. But Calvin Ridley's setting a year for betting on his team. A year. He bet money that his team was going to beat the shit out of the next team, and he's sitting a year. And this motherfucker in Cleveland is a predator and a danger to women, and he gets 11 games and loses $5 million. Then you get this rookie punter in Buffalo who gets accused of horrific, egregious acts of this shit last year in his college with other people. And the NFL says, well, that happened last year. He can't be held under our code of conduct or whatever they call it. They weren't going to do a goddamn thing. Nothing. Nothing. Can the NFL say any more of a, hey, fuck you, women? My God, dude. Thank God. I don't really believe in God, but thank the Bills for stepping up and saying, hey, no, hell no, and get rid of him, and then being like, no, we got to cut ties. Because that whole shit with Deshaun Watson, the NFL tried to act like it wasn't on them. They had every bit in. They protected him every bit of the way. And it's horrendous. And it makes it hard, fucking so hard, for me to continue to be a fan of the game that I love so much. It does. It does. I'm a huge Bengals fan. Very excited about what we've done for this year. And nobody's talked about that. We've been hated on so much in this. Not really hated on, just ignored. Like, yeah. They weren't supposed to be there last year, and they were there and almost won it. And then they fixed what was wrong from last year, and so they're not going to do nothing this year. That's all right. Hey, cool. We're going to get them. But the way they handle business, the NFL they're ruining the game I love. And it really does hurt. Really does. I don't like it. But what can I do? Like I said, I'm just some crippled asshole who wears dollar store affliction shirts. Because it makes me feel like I'm still tough. And I'm not. I'm fragile. If it's too windy and I go outside, I'll probably fall over and break my back. But I can watch UFC and feel really strong. But yeah, that's my take on the football thing. See how I did? I am so proud of myself right now, guys. You guys have no idea. Like, I got a little rubbed up there, but I handled it very well. I'm proud of myself on that. It might be because cameras in my face, I got everybody looking at me. So, but hey, I'll take it. I got rubbed up there and got back down, and might be some of this too. That's helping. But I do, because I hate that. I hate Deshaun Watson up there in Cleveland. And like I said, they almost fooled me for a couple of years there. I thought they were building a contender, and nah, nah. They Cleveland Browns the shit out of it. They're fucking done. It's so funny. So funny. I love it. So, I'm going to start doing more of these, and I'm going to start doing a little more professional to them. I'm writing notes and all stuff, but today's just kind of came around like it. Stuff's coming to me. I'm thinking about a lot of stuff. Like, I'm processing a lot of stuff right now. But, like I said, I think these will be good. This will be fun. I can do these no matter how much my back's hurting and you know, stuff like that. So I won't have to get up and do all that. I can sit here and talk with you guys. And I'm gonna get better equipment. I've been looking into the cameras and microphone setups and shit like that, so I can have other guests. And I got somebody doing some artwork and some other things going on. Like, I have been busy in the background. Like, maybe I just wasn't supposed to do the crippled kitchen thing, because like it just seems like I tried to just keep moving on with that, and one thing after another was thrown in front of that, the roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. So I'll try something else. But I'm going to keep moving forward. Life's not going to beat me. You can kick me in the Jimmy. I mean, if you do beat me, life, you're going to have one hell of a fight on your hands. And I get feisty. So, but I'm going to keep pushing forward. Keep doing what I do. And that's what we're going to do. So, now I got to rethink the name of the podcast. It's Crippled Kitchen. Ain't really gonna work for the podcast, because I ain't gonna do the podcast in the goddamn kitchen. But, you know, we'll figure it out. But yeah, guys, look, like, my CPAP machine came today. I got that shit looking like fucking Bane and shit. I'm gonna take over shit. Like, don't let me get that all the way on. Batman will be fucked. Laugh at stupid shit, right? Enjoy this life. Laugh at stupid shit. So, that's what we're doing. I gotta get that put together. Finally got it in. I can't use it yet. I gotta get it put together. Then I gotta wait until there's one day next week that they're gonna call And there's something they got to do to set that damn thing up with the right oxygen levels and shit so I can start using it then. It'll be really nice when I start using that. I'll get better sleep. Because anxiety's been in control of the sleep for the last couple of nights. And, well, it don't play nice. So, hopefully I'll get some sleep later on today. But, yeah. Yeah. And like I said, I'm going to watch the pay-per-view and probably do a wrestling podcast tomorrow. Start getting into that. Start getting some guests on. Do some music stuff. Oh, yeah. And ain't this some shit, guys? You want to know... So, I think 5 days after surgery, I gotta figure out a way to get cash out of the bank and get a money order and get rent paid. That's a good one. But then a few days after that, I believe the 8th is when I'm supposed to get my pre-ordered Lamb of God album that I've been bitching about, been paid 4.5 months I've been waiting on. Yeah. Laid up. I'll be probably still in Lima. Because they don't know how many days I'll be in the hospital after the surgery. And then they're going to try to get it to where they'll get me in some kind of nursing home up here afterwards. But all that, Sky, I can't even worry about that till after then. After we get down there. So, yeah, I don't even know what's going on. But, yeah, I got to have somebody pick that damn thing up the day it gets delivered. I've been waiting on it 4.5 months, and I'll have to wait longer. Randy Bly, Willie Adler, John Campbell, Mark Morton, Art Cruz. This album better be fucking good. Damn, man. Oh, I know it will be. That's just my luck. That's my luck. Alright, guys, I'm gonna get off here. Finish doing my day. I fumbling over where I don't know. You guys have a good one. I'll see you soon. Alright, love you guys.